Yes, good morning. Basically, we are about to start the second part, and today we will complete the play proposal. And I will also discuss with you the question answers that are there with it. Now, proposal, as I discussed yesterday, is a play about the showing off of two families about who is more powerful. And what we see here for the yesterday is that uh, Ivan Vasilevich came to house of uh, Stefan Stefanovich Chuvukov to ask for the hand of Natalia Stefanova, but suddenly this man called Ivan Vasilevich Lomov, this man was extremely conscious about his family pride. So instead of directly asking for her hand, he started to say that from which family belongs, and suddenly he uttered the name of Oxen Meadows and said that this part belongs to them, and with which Natalia started to quarrel, and this quarrel went on, showing documents, insulting each other, and they were shouting so much that a time came when their father came. When their father came, ultimately Mr. Chuvukov came. So now the conversation will go on with Chuvukov and this Lomov, and we will see that how the marriage takes place. We know that, before I start with it, let me tell you that we know that very well that after marriage most of the couples quarrel with each other. That happens with all of us, all of the household, right? The couples quarrel with each other, they shout at each other, they don't agree with each other at different points. But if it happens before the marriage, if that thing happens before the marriage, as it is happening with Natalia and Lomov, then in our household what we used to do, we break that marriage, right? We said that, okay, let me not take this person as my husband, or let me not take this wife as my wife. So we reject that proposal. Here, will they reject the proposal, or will they accept the proposal, or will they take it for granted that let the quarrel continue? So let's see what happens. So everybody open to page number 150. We ended here, when they were shouting at each other. Natalia shouting ours, Lomov shouting mine, Natalia again ours, Lomov mine, and then Chuvukov enters and then says, Chuvukov, what's the matter? What are you shouting for? And Natalia says, Papa, please tell this gentleman who owns Oxen Meadows. And Chuvukov says to Lomov, darling, the meadows are ours. And then our play begins today. I will first read out the lines, then I will explain. Lomov, but please, Stefan Stefanovich, how can they be yours? Do be a reasonable man. My aunt's grandmother gave the meadows for a temporary and free use of your grandfather's peasants. The peasants used the land for 40 years and got accustomed to it as if it's their own. When it happened that, and then she says, and then she says, excuse me, my precious, you forget just this, that the peasants didn't pay your grandfather and all that because the meadows were in dispute and so on. And now everybody knows that they are ours. It means that you haven't seen the plan. Lomov says, I'll prove to you that they are mine. Chubukov, you won't prove it, my darling. Lomov, I shall. Chubukov, dear one, why yell like that? Why won't prove anything? Just by yelling, I don't want anything of yours and I don't intend to give up what I have. Why should I? And you know, my beloved, that if you propose to go on arguing about it, I'd much sooner give up the meadows to the peasants than to you there. Lomov, I don't understand. How have you the right to give away somebody else's property? So the thing is that the reason of dispute, what Chuvukov explains, is that Lomov constantly claims that his grandmother gave the meadows for the temporary use of the grandfather's parents, and then Chuvukov says that it was a land of dispute actually. So he didn't pay your grandmother for that. So you haven't seen the plan, and Lomov constantly claims that he will prove it. He will prove it by law. So by law, something he will prove it, and this way the argues are going on. Okay, Lomov is constantly shouting. Okay, so at last Chuvukov claims that okay, I will give you meadows to the peasant, and Lomov says, how can you give somebody else's property? So the quarrel is going on. Chuvukov, you may take it that I know whether I have the right or not, but because young man, I am not used to be spoken to you in tone of voice and so on. A young man, I am twice of your age and ask you to speak to me without agitating yourself and all that. Lomov says, no, you just think I am a fool and want to have me on. You call my land yours and then you want me to talk with you calmly and politely. Good neighbors don't behave like that. Stefan Stefanovich, you are not a neighbor. You are a grabber. Chuvukov, what's that? What did you say? Papa, send the mowers out to the meadows at once. Chuvukov, what did you say, sir? Natalia, oxen meadows are ours and I shan't give them up. I shan't give them up, shan't give them up. We will see. I will have the matter taken to court and then I will show it to you. To court? Okay, wait. Just wait. I think it is clearly visible now, right? Wait. Yes, is it clearly visible now? The screen? Okay. Sometimes the brightness turns up. Okay. Yes. So, Lomov says that how can you give away somebody else's property? And Chuvukov claims that he is a senior, and Lomov claims, no, you think you are a fool. Okay, and he says that good behaved neighbors don't behave like that. And then Natalia says that okay, send the mowers to meadows at once. Okay, and Natalia claims that oxen meadows are theirs and he shan't give up. And Lomov claims that, well, we will see, I will have the matter taken to court. Lomov threatens of court and then he will show him. And Chuvukov also agrees, okay, to court, you can take it to court and at all that you can. I know you, you are just the lookout for a chance to go to court and all that, you petty flogger. All your people are like that. All of them. So, we see that Chuvukov is constantly blaming it, right? Then Lomov says, never mind about my pupil, the Lomos all has been honorable pupil and not one has ever been tried for embezzlement like your grandfather. Chuvukov, you Lomos have the lunacy in your family, all of you. Natalia, all. See, this is the play going on. Chuvukov, your grandmother was a drunkard and your younger aunt, Natasha Mihailovna, ran away with an architect and so on. Lomov, and your mother was a humpback, clutches at it, something pulled inside my head, help, water. Chuvukov, your father was a guzzling gambler, Natalia, and there haven't been many backbiters to equal your aunt. Chubuko, my left fuse has gone to sleep. You are an intruder. Oh my heart, it's an open secret that at last elections, your brie, I can see stars. Where's my hat? It's low, it's dishonest, it's mean. Chubukov, and you are just as malicious, double-faced intruder. Yes, Lomov, there's my hat. My heart, which way? Where's the door? Oh, I think I'm dying. My foot's quite numb. Goes to the door. Chubukov following him. And don't set foot in my house again. Natalia, take it to court, we will see. Lomov staggers out. Chubukov, devil take him. Walks in an excitement. And Natalia, what a rascal. What trust can one have in one's neighbor after all? The villain, the scarecrow, the monster, Natalia says. First he takes our land and then he has the impulse to abuse us. Chubukov constantly. So what we see is that Lomov was not feeling well and they are constantly insulting. Now that quarrel has gone to the insult of family matters, what type of criminal activities or what type of bad things each and every family did. Now each and every family have a bad name, each and every family have some good deeds, right? Every family has that. It's what is a family? What is the purpose of a family? The purpose of a family is to not let all these secrets quite open to the public, because the more these things will discuss, what happened, the blame of the family will continue, and even if you did something very good from the part of your family, your praise will not be a praise. So what we did is we hide all our bad things. We know each other, but we hide our bad things. We all do this. Emblazonment. Pettiflogger is actually an slang type of word. Okay, it is a slang in Russian. Okay, and yes, embezzlement. Wait, just wait. No, I have not given it. Okay. So emblazonment to set light means set fire actually. Okay. So somehow this family set fire to the fields somehow. Okay. So this is an ancient incident they are actually referring to. Okay. Okay. So what we see that they are constantly going on insulting them. Okay, they are constantly going on insulting, and Lomov, suddenly what happened, the blood pressure of Lomov increased, right? Due to constant quarreling, his blood pressure increased and he is about to faint. His heart is not going well, his body is becoming stiff, so he is not feeling well at all, and that's why he asks for water in order to make himself right. And what we see that Chubukov and Natalia constantly went on insulting him, right? So Chubukov says, the villain, the scarecrow. Natalia says, the monster. First he takes our land, then he takes the imputes to abuse us. Chubukov, and that blind hen, yes, that turnip ghost has the confounded cheek to make a proposal and so on. What a proposal, Natalia? What a proposal? Why he came here to propose to propose to me? Why didn't you tell me so before? Chubukov, so he dressed up in evening clothes, the stuff shortage, the wizard face pump. Natalia, to propose me? False easy chair and waves. Bring him back. Bring him back here. Bring him back here. Quick, I'll fetch him. Hysterics. What's that? What's the matter with you? Clutches his says, oh, unhappy man. That time I shoot myself. I'll hang myself. What we have done for her? Natalia, I am dying. Fetch him. Chubukov, to foo at once. Don't yell. Runs out Natalia Stefanova Wells. What have you done to me? Fetch him back, fetch him. Pause. Chubukov runs in. Chubukov says, he's coming and so on. They will take him out of. Talk to him yourself. I don't want to. Natalia, fetch him. Chubukov yells, he's coming. I'll tell you what a button. Lord to be a father of a grown-up daughter. I'll cut throat. Will indeed. Will curse him. Will abuse him. Drove him out. And it's all you. No, it was you. I tell you, it's not my fault. Lomov appears at the door. Now you talk to him yourself. Lomov enters exhausted. My heart's palpitating awfully. My foot's gone to sleep. There's nothing that keeps pulling my side. Natalia, forgive us, Ivan Vasilevich. We were all little heated. I remember now. Oxen meters really are yours. No more. My heart's beating awfully. My meadows, my eyebrows, both are twitching. The meadows are yours. Yes, yours. Do sit down. We are wrong. Lomov, I did it on principle. My land is worth little to me. But the principle, Natalia, yes, the principle, just so. Now let's talk of something else. Lomov, the more so as I have evidence. My aunt's grandmother gave the land to your father's grandfather's peasants. Okay, so the thing is that as soon as they were insulting, suddenly what happened? Chubukov came that man came to propose you, and Natalia was shocked to propose him. And the man who is about to be his husband, he is constantly insulting him. How pathetic it is! And then she grieves for her act. And she was about to faint. She just calls him, okay, call me. So Natalia is also that sort of girl who is not confident enough that okay, I will marry some other man. But he is constantly thinking of the family's insult that would have been. Okay. So Chubukov says that what okay, so he says that forgive us, Ivan Vasilevich, we are all little heated. I remember now. Oxen meters really are yours. Solomov says my heart's beating awfully. Okay, and my meadows, my eyebrows are both twitching at that time. Natalia also says okay, it's yours. Okay, after all, you are going to buy my husband. Let's talk about something else. Okay. And Lomov says, I did it on principle. My land is worth little to me, but the principle. Natalia says, yes, principle, just so. Now let's talk of something else. Lomov says, the more so I have evidence. My aunt's grandmother gave the land to your father's grandfather's peasants. Natalia says, yes, yes, let that pass. I wish I knew how to get him started. Are you going to start shooting soon? Lomov says, I am thinking of having a go at the backlog. Honored Natalia Stefanova after the harvest. Oh, have you heard? Just think what a misfortune I had. My dog Gaze, who do you know, has gone lame. Okay, so they started to talk about something else, right? Now they started talking about the principle. Okay, and Natalia was just agreeing to this. Okay. And Natalia just says that are you start shooting soon? Lomov says I am thinking of having a go to the backlog. Honor Natalia Stefanova after the harvest. Okay, so okay, so what a misfortune, okay, I have my dog, guess what, have gone lame. So he said that his dog is going lame, so he is going to back off. So it's a Oxen Meadows is a disputed land, okay, actually, okay. So the upon which they both are quarreling. In reality, it is a disputed land, okay. Much ago some case happened. Now both of them are claiming about themselves. We will come to know more about it, okay. It's just an issue that both are quarreling with. So Natalia says, what a pity, why? I don't know, must have got his leg twisted or bitten by some other dog, my very best dog, to say nothing of the expense. I have Mornov 125 rubles for him. So I gave Mirnov, okay, this is a name of an medicine, okay. So now he talks about dogs. So Natalia says, it was too much, Ivan Visalevich. Novak says, I think it was very cheap. He's a first-rate dog. Natalia says, Papa gave me 45 rubles for his squeezer, and squeezer is heaps better than guess. Okay. So he claims that his dog is very expensive. It is cost 25 rubles. And Natalia says he gave 85 rubles for his squeezer, and squeezer is better than guess. Loma, squeezer better than guess. What an idea. Squeezer better than guess. So guess is a dog. Of course he's better. Of course squeezer is young. He may develop a bit, but on points and pedigree it's better than anything than even Voltansky has got. Excuse me, Natalia Stepanova, but you forget that he's overshot, and an overshot always means a dog is a bad hunter. Natalia, overshot, is he? The first time I heard it. Lomov, I assure you that his lower jaw is shorter than the upper. Have you measured? Lomov, yes, all rights are following, of course, but if you want to get hold of anything. Natalia, in the first place, our squeezer is a thoroughbred animal, the son of harness and chisels, where there is no getting at the pedigree of your dog at all. He is old and as ugly as an worn out cab horse. Lomov, he is old, but I wouldn't take 5 quizzes for him. How can you guess? Is a dog. As for squeezer, well, it's too funny to argue. Anybody like you has a dog good as a squeezer. You may find them under every bush, and almost 25 rubles would be handsome price to pay for him. So now what they are talking about the dogs, okay, what dogs they have and what prices they are. Okay, and then again they are quarreling. They are not agreeing with each other under any circumstances. So what's the marriage is? Marriage is accepting each other, and we see that they are not accepting each other. They are constantly talking about Oxen Meadows. Now they are talking about dogs. They are quarreling about everything. So Natalia says, there is some demon of contradiction in you today, Ivan Visalevich. So Natalia finally says that you are always devil of contradiction. Okay, you are constantly opposing. First you pretend that Meadows are yours, now you guess that guess is better than squeezer. I don't like people who said what they mean, because you know perfectly well that squeezer is 100 times better than your silly guess. Why don't you want to say that, isn't it? So Natalia won't give up. Natalia will constantly say that mine is better, and even Visalovich will also say that Loma will also say that he is better. This is the problem of the rich families. They constantly argue with who is better or not. Lomov, I see, Natalia Stepanova, that you consider me either blind or fool. You must realize that squeezer is overshot. Squeezer is overshot. Natalia, it's not true. He is. It's not true. Why shout, madam? Natalia, why talk rot? Oh, it's awful. It's time your guess was shot and you compare him with squeezer. Lomov says, excuse me, I cannot continue with this discussion. My heart is palpitating. Natalia, I have noticed that those hunters argue most who know the least. Madam, please be silent. My heart is going to pieces. Shout, sir, shut up. And Natalia says, I shan't shut up until you acknowledge that squeezer is 100 times better than your guess. So Natalia is also that type of woman who constantly argues until he is proved that he is better. Right? And this is a very problematic marriage. If the marriage finally helps, this is going to be a very problematic marriage. So this is what it is going to be. Okay, Lomov 100 times worse be hanged to your squeezer, his head, his eyes, shoulders. Lomov is also quarreling. So Natalia, there is no need of you hang your silly guess, he is half dead already. Lomov weeps, shut up, my heart's bursting. Natalia, I shan't shut up, enter Chubukov. What's the matter now? Natalia, Papa, tell us truly which is a better dog, our squirrel or his guest. So now again when they are quarreling, again Chubukov enters. Okay, so Chubukov at the first time where Natalia was asking which oxen mirrors belong to whom, and Chubukov says it's mine, and then Chubukov again enters and he says what's the matter now? Papa, tell us which is the better dog, our squeezer or his guest. Lomov says, Stefanovich, I implore you, tell me just one thing, is your squeezer overshot or not? Yes or no? Chubuk says, and suppose he is, what does it matter? He is the best dog in the district for all that, so on. But isn't my guess better really now? Chubuk says, don't excite yourself, my precious one, allow me your certain guess. Certainly has his good point, his pure bred form on his feet, he has well spring rubs and that's all that. But my dear man, if you want to know the truth, the dog has two defects. He is old, he is shot in the muzzle. Excuse me, my heart, let's take the facts. You will remember that on my Marinsky hunt, my guest can ran neck and neck with the count's dog while your squeezer was left with a whole verse behind. Chubukov, he got left behind because his coat sweeper in hit with him, it is whip. Okay, so now Chubukov also agrees with Natalia and claims that okay, my dog is better, right? And Lomov is placed in between, and Lomov has a tendency of lower blood pressure, right? Lomov has a tendency of lower blood pressure. As a result, he is about to go faint anytime. So this is a problem with Lomov, and Lomov is constantly going on exciting. So this may result to a sudden breakage very soon. Okay. So Lomov is going on telling on facts that just run neck and neck with Count's dog while his squeezer was left behind. So he's constantly referring to a race, and Chubukov says he got left behind because Count's whipper in it hit with his whip. So he got left behind because the Count's whipper hit it with his hip. So the dog was hit. And Lomov says, and with good reason, the dogs are running after a fox when squeezer goes and starts worrying for a sheep. So Lomov says, okay, the dogs were running after a fox and my squeezers were running for sheep. My squeezer is a very good dog. And Chubukov is also agreeing, means he is constantly taking part in the quarrel. Chubukov, it's not true, my dear fellow, I am very liable to lose my temper, and so just because of that, let's stop arguing. You started because everybody is always jealous of everybody else's dog. Yes, we are all like that. You too, sir, aren't blameless. You no sooner began this and that and then other than that, all I remember everything. Lomov, I remember too. Chubukov teasing him, I remember too. What do you remember? Lomov, my heart, my foot's gone to sleep, I can't. Natalia teasing, my heart, what sort of a hunter are you? You ought to go and lie in a kitchen over a catch and back of beetles. No, go after foxes, my heart. Okay. So Chubukov is again saying that let's stop arguing. Okay, ultimately claims that his dog is best. Okay, so you aren't blameless. So ultimately he also agrees that we both are like the same. Okay, we both always believe that we are the best. Okay, and I remember everything. He says, I remember everything about your family. Lomov says, I remember too everything. Okay, so both are not with their family at the end. Okay, Chubukov again started, says, what do you remember? And Lomov says, my heart and my foot is gone. I can't sleep. And Natalia is also teasing at hunt. What sort of a hunter? Okay, my heart. Chubukov says, yes, really, what sort of a hunter are you anyway? You ought to sit at home with your palpitations and got to tracking animals. You could go hunting, but you only go to argue with people and interfere with the dogs, so on. Let's change the subject in case I lose my temper. You are not a hunter at all anyway. Lomov, and are you a hunter? You only go hunting to get on the count and intriguing. Okay, wait. Just wait. Okay. Yes. So, yes. Chivukov says that Lomov now says, "Are you a hunter? You go only hunting to get on the count and intrigue. You are an intriguer." Okay. And Chivukov, "What? I am an intruder? Shut up." Lomov says, "Intruder, boy, pup. Okay, old rat, Jesuit." So they are insulting constantly. Chivukov says, "Shut up or I'll shoot you like a partridge, you fool." Okay, everybody knows that, "Oh my heart, your late wife used to beat you, my feet tremble, spike fall." So Lomov is referring that his late wife used to beat him. Chivukov says, "And you under the sleeper of your housekeeper." Lomov says, there, my heart's burst, my shoulder come off. Where's my shoulder? I die, falls in armchair. A doctor. So he faints. Boy, Chivukov, boy, milk shop full, I'm sick, drink water, sick. Natila, what sort of a hunter are you? You can't even sit on a horse. To her father, "Papa, what's the matter with him? Papa, look, Ivan Vasilevich, he's dead." So he fainted, and Natalia says that he's dead. Chivukov says, "I'm sick, I can't breathe air." Chivukov is also not feeling better. Natalia says, "He's dead." Pulls Lomov sleep. Ivan Vasilevich, what have you done to me? He's dead." Falls into an armchair. A doctor, hysterics came. Chivukov says, "Oh, that's it. What's the matter?" Natalia says, "Well, he's dead." "Who's dead?" Chivukov says. He suddenly gets up and he says, "So he is. My word, what are a doctor to Lomov's mouth? Drink this." "No, he doesn't drink." "It means he's dead, and all that. I am the most unhappy of men. Why don't I pull a bullet into my brain? Why haven't I cut my throat yet? What am I waiting for? Give me a knife, give me a pistol." Lomov moves. "He seems to be coming round. Drink some water." "That's right." Lomov says, "I see stars, miss. Where's am I?" Chivukov says, "Hurry up and get married, and well, the devil with you. She's willing." So when he puts Lomov has into daughter, she's willing all and that. "I give you my blessing," and so on. "Only leave me in peace." Okay. So Lomov Chivukov ultimately claims that, okay, you better marry, that this is what the purpose is. Okay. So you better marry, then I will be in peace at least. Okay. And Lomov then gets up. Getting up. What, to whom? At the just hearing the word marriage, he gets up. Okay. Chivukov, "She's willing." Kiss and he damned you. Okay, Natalia, "Well, he's alive." "Yes, I'm willing." So Chivukov says, "My daughter is willing to marry you." And Natalia says, "Yes, I'm willing." So Chivukov says, "Kiss each other." Lomov says, "Kiss whom?" They kiss, and very nice. To excuse it, "What is all about? Now I understand, my heart starts." Okay, "I'm happy." Natalia Stefanova kisses her head. "My foot's gone to sleep." Natalia, "I'm too happy too." "What a weight off my shoulders." Oof. So Chivukov is finally happy that his daughter is being married. Natalia again says, Again the quarrel starts. Ultimately they are married, but the quarrel goes on. But still will you admit that case is worse than squeezer? Loma better, Natalia worse. Well, that's the way to start your family bliss. That's the way to start your family happiness. Have some champagne. Loma says he's better, Natalia worse, worse, worse. Chubukov trying to shut her down. Champagne, champagne. Okay. So ultimately celebrate your marriage at the end of the day. Okay, so we just what the proposal talks about. The proposal talks about that Natalia and Ivan Visalovich, they are constantly quarreling just like a baby child and a baby boy. Okay, so a boy and a girl, as they are just quarreling, so they don't agree with any other poets. Okay, so okay, so this is all about the play. Now there are a few word meanings, and before the word meanings, let's come to the summary. This is actually a fighting, but in reality, let you yourself know that this marriage is going to be a fighting actually in reality. Okay, the marriage is not going to be a very good one. Hope you can realize that. Instead of a proposal, the both of them we are willing to marry each other, right? But both of them won't give up. A marriage, what is a marriage? Marriage is just agreeing with each other, okay, accepting each other flaws, but it is not happening, right? So let's start with the summary. Okay, so I will give these questions in the Google classroom very soon. So the curtain rises with Lomov entering the neighbor's Chubukov house fully dressed up in his, see again this display is probleming. Okay, so the curtain rises with Lomov entering his neighbor's Chubukov's house fully dressed up in his evening attire, and Chubukov is surprised to see him well dressed. As he asks him the occasion, Lomov reveals that he had come to make a request. Chubukov anticipates that he must have come back to ask for money which he doesn't intend on giving. On being revealed that Lomov had come to ask for Chubukov's daughter Natalia hand in marriage, Chubukov gets filled with excitement and leaves to call Natalia. Lomov is a 35-year-old gentleman who suffers from palpitations, gets upset very easily and doesn't sleep well. He thinks it is the best stage for him to get married, and he is happy that he has in his mind made up about Natalia. According to him, Natalia is average looking and a good housekeeper. When Natalia arrives, Lomov begins a conversation about how grateful and glad he is that both their families are good on terms since the very beginning. While continuing to talk about his land, he somehow mentions about Oxen Meadows, which earlier was a disputed property but now his. Natalia couldn't believe a word he is saying because she believes that Oxen Meadow belongs to her family. Both of them enter into a heated discussion and act childishly when Chubukov enters just to get this conversation more heated. They shout and scream while Lomov suffers from extreme pounding of the heart, a side pull and a nerve foot. They throw Lomov out of the house and continue cursing him. While speaking ill of him, Chubukov unintentionally reveals that he had come to the marriage proposal for Natalia, which surprises Natalia that she immediately regrets sending him out. She tells her father to bring him back immediately, and Chubukov curses himself on being a father and grown-up daughter. When Lomokov enters, Natalia tries to deviate to another topic and start talking about shooting. Somehow they enter into an argument involving their dogs, and Natalia feels her squeezer is better than Lomov's guess. They continue arguing when Chubukov enters, and the scene only makes the situation worse once again. Everyone gets hyper and Lomov finally falls due to his palpitation. Even then the cursing continues when suddenly Natalia notices that he is unconscious. They try to get water down his throat but end up getting unsuccessful and declare him dead. It is only when Lomov moves a little bit and they feed him some water and when Chubukov forcefully hands over Natalia's hands on him, gives his blessing and asks him to kiss. Lomov, still not fully conscious, doesn't understand what is going on. When he finally comes to his senses, he expresses his excitement and kisses Natalia's hands. Natalia, being childish as she is, manipulates him into accepting the squeezer is better than guess, but Lomov, being adamant, he refuses to accept it. Thus once again the quarreling continues. So this is the summary. The word meanings are awfully means very extremely, spit it out means speak out, by Jove means by God, consent means agreement to do something, egad means exclamation expressing surprise, anger or affirmation, lovesick means longing or yearning or desiring, trembling means shaking or quivering typically as a result of excitement, anxiety or frailty, hesitate means pause in indecision before saying or doing something, housekeeper means a person who manages a household, palpitations means a noticeably rapid, strong or irregular heartbeat due to agitation, exertion or illness, twitch means a sudden quick movement or feeling, lunatic means a person who is mentally ill not in technical use, neglige means form of nightgown, inherited means revived as an higher at the death of their previous holder, affectionate means readily feeling or showing fondness or tenderness, oxen meadows means a land full of grass for animals to graze in, birchwood means wood of birch trees, perpetuity means the state of quality of lasting forever, recon means established by calculation, implore means beg someone earnestly to do something, gypsies means a group of nomadic people who travel from one place to another, impudent means not showing due respect for another person, carafe means open topped glass flask used for serving wine or water in a restaurant, excruciating means excruciating means intensely painful and acute and extreme, palpitation means heartbeat. Just wait. Okay. So what does Chubukov at first suspect that Lomov has come for? These are the questions. Is he sincere when his letter says, I have always loved you, my angel, and you were my own son? Find reasons for your answers from the play. Answer is Chubukov suspects that Lomov has come for ask for money. He is not sincere when he says that he loves his son, because we notice that Chubukov tries to be friendly and loving on the face while he is rude and selfish within. Chubukov says to Natalia as if she won't consent, she is in love, egad, she is lovesick cat. Would you agree? Find reasons for your answer. Answer, I agree with Chubukov's statement, because when Natalia comes to know that Chubukov has come with a marriage proposal, she becomes desperate for him. She starts wailing and asks her father bring back. Next question is, find all the words and expressions in the play that the characters use to speak about for each other, and accusation and insult they hurl at each other. Answer is, several words and expressions have been used by the characters to describe each other. Some of them are: Chubukov is grabber, intriguer, old rat, Jesuit, Natalia a lovesick cat, excellent housekeeper, not bad looking, well educated, Lomov a good neighbor, a friend, impudent, pettifogger, malicious, dubbed faced intriguer, rascal, blind and turnip ghost, a villain, a scarecrow, a monster, stuffed sausage, wizard, feathers, lamb, boy, fool. So these are the questions that I prepared for you, right? Now I will give you these questions in the Google Classroom, and this play is a very interesting one. It is a very easy to read play actually. Okay, so read the play at once, and more questions will come up, okay, very soon, which I will give you later on. Okay, but now I am sending this in the Google Classroom, these question answers. Okay students, thank you. I am closing the video now. Read this play very well. Okay. Yes, bye.